Hi friends, I'm Diba with My Peer Delivery, and today we're going to talk about how do you know that your baby is getting enough to eat when you're breastfeeding. There's no gauge on the breast, and so moms get a little worried if they're giving enough volume to their baby because you can't tell. So I'm going to talk to you about some of those tips. All right, so the first one is look for wet and dirty diapers. That's going to be a key indicator for you to know that your baby's getting enough to eat. Now, in the first week of life, the diapers are going to correspond to how many days old your baby is. For instance, on day of life 1, which is the first 24 hours of life, we expect 1 wet diaper and 1 dirty diaper. The poop diaper is going to be meconium, very sticky, very thick and dark. And then around day 3, that poop is going to transition and it's going to be a greenish, blackish. It won't be as sticky. So on day 3, we expect 3 wet diapers, 3 poop diapers. When you do count poops, you want to count poops the size of a quarter, okay? You don't want to just count the little sharks that they have because they have a lot of those. And that's just a little poop that comes out when they have a little toot. So look for poops that are the size of a quarter. Also with breast milk, poops are very liquidy, and so a lot of times parents think it's diarrhea. It's not diarrhea. It's just loose poop from breast milk, so don't worry about it. And just look for that size and the number of poops per day. So by day 5, 5 wet diapers, and then 3 or more poops a day. So we'll stay at that 3 or more poops. The poop should now be a mustardy yellow seedy color. I always say you're not going to look at mustard the same after that, but that's the color of the breast milk poop. If you're still seeing the dark meconium, that can be a sign that your baby's not getting enough to eat, so you do want to call your pediatrician if you see that. Then by day 6 and beyond, we're going to see at least 6 wet diapers a day. That's going to show that your baby is nice and hydrated, and then at least 3 poops a day in that first month of life. After the first month of life, the poops will start to slow down, so don't panic if you don't see that your baby's pooping every day and you're exclusively breastfeeding. That can be very normal. The next sign that can show you that your baby's had enough to eat is in the beginning, babies are really tight because they're so hungry. It's like the sign language sign for more. So they're really tight at the breast, their hands are all over the place, and then when they start to get full, they start to relax their hands and then they'll get loosey-goosey. You can actually lift their hand up and then they'll drop it back down. So that's another good sign. The other sign is too, are they sleeping after feedings for 1 to 3 hours? They may not go to sleep right away, and that's okay. But then they'll relax. You don't want to see them still looking for food, still getting their hands to their mouth or rooting. Then that could be a sign that they're still hungry, so you want to latch them back to the breast. And then too, feel your breast. Once your milk supply has increased, you're going to start to feel that your breasts feel firmer, and then after a feeding that the breast feels softer, and so that could be a good indicator for you that the baby did really good on the breast. And then finally, the best indicator is weight gain. And so that's why it's really important to go to your pediatrician visits, because they're going to be weighing your baby and seeing how well your baby is gaining weight. So we expect babies to lose weight in the first few days of life. So expect 5 to 7% weight loss from birth because they're peeing off all the fluid that they had in your belly. And then around day 4, that weight loss will stabilize. They won't lose weight, but they won't gain weight either. Then by day 5, they'll start to gain weight. And we expect about an average of an ounce a day. But we do want baby to be back at birth weight around that 2nd week of life. So you'll have a PD appointment around the 5th day of life, and then you'll have one again around the 2nd week of life, and then they'll see how your baby is gaining weight. And if there's troubles with weight gain, reach out to a lactation consultant. They're really a great resource for you, and they can really really evaluate a feeding. And what we do is we weigh the baby before the feeding. We weigh the baby after the feeding, and we can see how much the baby took from you, and then we can make a plan accordingly. So if you're finding yourself that the baby's lost too much weight, reach out for help. We have video consults, we have telephone consults, especially for our mamas who are not in the area. We also have in-person office visits and in-home visits, and we do take insurance, so we can help you, so give us a call.